What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ciao ragazzi, come state? Spero bene. My name is Brian, one half of Italian time. Check your clocks, it's IT.
I'm the second half.
She ain't in this video though. In this video, we're going to be talking about the word ne. You might remember, last week we talked about the word ci, which I deemed the most difficult word in Italian. Go check that video out right here. You might want to watch that before you watch this, but in this video, we're going to be talking about maybe the second or third most difficult word, which is ne. So let's start by saying that ne kind of means of something. For example, if I say I have 3 of them will be packed into the word ne. So in Italian, you don't say ho 3 di loro, I have 3 of them. You do not say that. You pack of them, di loro, into the word ne, and then you put it right before the verb. So instead of ho 3 di loro, ne ho 3. I have 3 of them. Of them, I have 3. This may seem simplified, but it gets a little bit complicated. We're just gonna have to look at some examples and try to figure out how this works. So for example, if I say there are 5, in English, it's not necessary for us to say of them in this sentence. But in Italian, you do have to say ne. You do have to imply that of them, even though in English we don't say it. Ci sono 5. And that's it. That's not a good Italian sentence because you're missing what are you talking about. There are 5 what? We don't know. So in English, again, we can say there are 5, but in Italian we have to say there are 5 of them. So again, we will pack of them all together into the word ne. And instead of saying ci sono 5 di loro, we will say ce ne sono 5. Notice also that ci in this case became ce because when you have 2 pronouns, in this case ci and ne, those I's become E's. Here's another example that you might not think about. What if you say, I want one? I want one, I want one, I want one. In English, we can just say I want one. But remember, in Italian, you do have to imply that of those, of that, of them, of those will be packed into the word ne. And instead of saying voglio uno di quelli, you'll say ne voglio uno. Of them, I want one. So far, we've talked about quantities of something. For example, I want one of those. There are 3 of them. But what about if it's you're talking about something? It's still gonna be ne. So for example, if I say we talk about it, in Italian you don't say parliamo di quello. Of course, di quello, it's gonna be packed into ne. So sometimes it's of packed in, but also about packed in. Of and about really are the same word in Italian. It's always di. So instead of saying parliamo di quello, which you could say that in this case, but maybe it's simpler to take di quello, pack it together, and say ne parliamo. So if I want to say we always talk about that, there are 2 ways to say it. Parliamo sempre di quello, or more naturally maybe, ne parliamo sempre. Let's do another example. If I'm talking about movies and how many Marvel movies I have seen, the question would be how many of them have you seen? How do you say that in Italian? Think about it. Is it quanti hai visto di loro? Of course not. Di loro, of course not. So you'd have to say quanti ne hai visti. And notice also that the last word, visti, it agrees with quanti in this case. Quanti ne hai visti. So ne will trigger that concordanza, the agreement of the last vowel in that conjugated passato prossimo verb. So the question is, quanti ne hai visti? Let's say the answer is, I've seen 3 of them. How would you say I've seen 3 of them? Would you say ho visto 3 di quelli? Of course not. Of them, you don't want to keep that at the end. You want to pack of them di quelli together into the word ne. Put it before the verb. Ne ho visti. Remember the concordanza. Ne ho visti 3. Of them, I have seen 3. So I don't want to overload you with information, so let's stop here for today. But if you're looking to continue this practice, or perhaps practice with chi as well, again, we have our Patreon page with some nice exercises available now. Go check that out if you want to practice chi and ne, or really anything we've talked about on Italian Time. As always, thanks for the support. Sonia and I really appreciate it, right?
Yes.
Told you, and we will see you next video. Peace.